Mm, Good evening,
Good
Bante.
evening, Bante.
Good evening.
Good evening, Bante.
Good evening. Okay. Good evening. Also, good morning. Let us start our evening session. You all can join with me to chant discourse on loving friendliness. Keep your palms together to recite these stanzas. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long or large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth, may all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere, neither from anger nor ill will, should anyone wish harm to another. As a mother would risk her own life to protect the only child, even so towards all living beings one should cultivate a boundless heart. One should cultivate for all the world a heart of boundless loving friendliness, above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hatred or resentment, whether standing, walking, or sitting, lying down, or when awake. One should develop this mindfulness. This is called divinely dwelling here, not falling into erroneous views, but virtuous and endowed with vision. Removing desire for sensual pleasures, one comes never again to birth in the womb. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Have a comfortable seat. Keep your body upright. Head should be straight forward. Take a deep and long breath and let it go slowly. Be relaxed. Your mind is relaxing as well as the body. Pay full attention to your body. Cut off the whole world. Come to this moment. You feel you are sitting on this meditation posture to practice meditation. This is not the time to pay attention for past experiences or future plans. All the objects that you are holding in your mind, likewise pictures, sound, taste, feeling, sensation, all these objects are disappearing. Your mind is relaxing, this happiness is increasing. Let us use this wonderful opportunity to generate metta. First of all, generate metta to yourself. Scan in your body head to toes through your mind. Generate metta. May I be well, happy and peaceful. You feel happiness, wellness, sorrowlessness, and painlessness. Generate more and more metta to yourself, scanning your whole body, head to toes. Let us share metta with others. As I am, my family members, friends, relatives, and neighbors be well, happy, and peaceful. If there is any unfriendly thoughts of them, practice metta along with compassion and equanimity. Let us extend all living beings in this country, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. All living beings on this continent, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. All living beings on earth, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. All living beings in this galaxy, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. Finally, break all the boundaries and limits. Just practice metta to the universe. Human, non-human, living near or far, born or coming to birth, may all beings be happy and peaceful. Pay full attention, practice metta, generating metta to the universe. No boundaries, no limits. Just practice metta to the universe. All living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Being in this metta upliftment, continue in mindfulness, switch to practice mindfulness of breathing meditation. Pay full attention to your inhalation and exhalation. Mindfully breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Keep your mind end of your nostril and watch your natural inhalation and exhalation. Breathe in, breathe out. Developing your concentration, be aware whether it is a short breath or a long breath. Painful attention, see how important your breath is. Whenever you stop breathe in and out, that would be the last moment of your existence. The life is dependent on the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Conventionally, we can talk about the breath, but absolutely there is nothing such a thing to take as a breath. Pay full attention, open your mind, see as it is, generating, vanishing. When you start to breathe in, at that moment it has been changing, changing and changing. Nothing, any existence, changing. So you can see just in here a process. In here you can see the breath is impermanent. You feel it, you can see through your mindfulness, the breath is impermanent. Naturally, as we know, which is impermanent, that is full of suffering. Because this mundane mind does not like any changes to happen. And which is impermanent, that is full of suffering, as well as there is nothing such a thing to take as myself. Selflessness is there. Through your experiences, you can see the breath is impermanent, full of suffering and selfless. The life is depending on the breath. Then how would be the nature, the reality of your life? Impermanent, full of suffering, selfless. In this manner, using your experience, applying this method and experience, increase your wisdom to see as they are. Take your time and practice mindfulness of breathing meditation. Mindfully breathe in, breathe out. Dukkhapattaca nidukkha bhayapattaca nibbaya sokapattaca nisoka hontu sabbe pipanino. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you. Dear friends, let us start our Dhamma sermon. We are in Dhampada, stanza number 176. Ekang dhammang atitassa musavadissa jantunu vitinna paralokassa natti papang akarya. Brief meaning of this stanza is there is no evil that cannot be done by the liar who has transgressed the one law of truthfulness and who is indifferent to world beyond. This is the brief meaning of this stanza. In this stanza, particularly, there are few things that we have to keep in our mind. Ekang dhammang, ekang dhammang. As you know, Dhamma is the word that we use to explain to Buddha's teaching. Buddha's teachings, we use the word to introduce the teachings of the Buddha as Dhamma. This is the word that we use. But Dhamma means, in here, it has different meaning. Ekam Dhammam. There is no one evil. In here, Dhamma means one fact, one law. What is that? Ekam Dhammam, there is one thing. This thing is unchangeable. It is not changing because of the country, because of the people. This is universal. This is the nature of the Dhamma. Ekam Dhammam. Musavadissa jantunu. One thing about the people who are lying. Liar, about a liar. Person who has a habit. Person who has this kind of immoral behavior, unwholesome behavior. So, using their words in wrong direction, they misuse the words. They misuse the words. As you know, Musavada belongs to, which is against the right speech. Musavada is against the right speech. The person who is telling something is not truth. The base is not depending on the truth. That person's words are not real. They have polluted mind, so they are using unwholesome words. This is the nature of liar. Person who has had that habit, who is telling lie, the nature of that person is, this is wonderful, very important thing. Within the paraloka, natti papanga karyam. Who is a liar? That person, there is nothing, deeds, unwholesome deeds that that person cannot do. any of unwholesome deeds that person can do. Now you can see the Buddha's explanation in here. This is very important. Person who is telling lie, he is the person who can do any kind of unwholesome deeds, demeritorious deed. How it's come? How it's come? In Kutadanta Sutta, one of discourse delivered by the Buddha to explain about the poverty, the cause of poverty, Buddha was telling about the nature of the liar. Why you want to use untruth words? Why? Because of your ignorance. You want to use untruth because of your ignorance. What else? Because of your desire. Your desire and your ignorance is there. So, with the influence of these unwholesome roots, person ready to tell lie. That kind of person completely wicked and cruel. So, in here, Buddha used that person, Natti Papang Karyan, any kind of demeritorious things can do that person. Because greed is there, ignorance also there. In Kutadanta Sutta, the Buddha said, advising to the kings how to develop, how to control righteously in the country. Buddha was telling, first, you should support them who the citizen of the countries. For what? To earn money, engage in with wholesome activities. Wholesome activities. Why? Because if they don't have enough income to survive themselves, then they're ready to do some kind of unlawful things. Why they are doing unlawful things? Because of their poverty. When they start to do these kind of demeritorious things, unlawful things, then they're ready to say lie. They're ready to use, they are becoming liars. Why? They want to cheat others. They want to cheat the king, the kingdom, and the ministers, everybody. Because for their protection. For their protection. So, then if someone not able to tell truth, then others are depending on their words, others are not able to get the real meaning, real situation, not the meaning, real situation, real picture, good picture. So they didn't believe that. They believe of that person's word, but finally the reality would be completely different. Then there is a situation to have conflict, fight, arguments, because the things that the person said is not the things that the person can experience, completely different. So there is a path to have some conflict, arguments, fight. When they start to fight verbally first, and then it will be end up with physical fights using weapons, guns, and some other materials. When they start to fight, there might be reasons to someone to die. Then now you can see, because of that liar, then there are few things happen. They start to use weapons and harmful weapons. And they, in that their society, they can see people are killing each other. What is the reason? Because of they were lying. The people were not able to see the reality because of the liars. Now the society, whole society had collapsed. So many troubles, arguments, There are. Now you can see why Buddha said, Natti papanga karyam. The liar, there is no limits, there is no boundary for their unwholesome activities. They can do any kind of unwholesome activities. The Buddha delivered this stanza. There was a wonderful situation, I mean, kind of significant situation. The situation was, you might heard Chinchamana Vikava, one of lady who lived during the Buddha's time. That lady is not kind of wholesome person. She is full of unwholesome activities. She was ready to work for money. So when the Buddha was dwelling in Savatthi, the city name is Savatthi, Jetavana monastery. Uh, every day, I mean, one of group of other religious people wanted to do some harmful things to the Buddha, because Buddha becoming very popular. Most of people are ready to follow the Buddha. Some of monasteries which not belongs to the Buddhist tradition getting weak. Getting weak means that their population is decreasing. They don't have enough followers. So many troubles was there. Then that religious leaders not happy with that situation. Then they wanted to do something for this. Therefore, they started a program, the plan to do some harm to the Buddha, particularly for the Buddha's dignity. So they use this lady, Chinchimanavika, for that. It was a long-term plan. It's not just happened in 2 days, 3 days. It was almost 1 year plan. What was that plan? First, every day, early in the morning, when the people are coming to see the Buddha, Chinchamanavika is coming from that area, that temple, look like coming from the temple where Buddha was dwelling. And then when people met, then they when they asked from her, where you going, where you're coming from, and then I'm coming from Jetavana monastery. I was there with the Buddha last night. And at 6 months, 7 months later, one day, Chinchamanavika came to the monastery when Buddha was giving a Dhamma sermon. She was appear in front of the audience, and then she was challenging to the Buddha. You can give wonderful Dhamma sermons, but this is not the reality. This is the reality. Look at me. I am expecting a baby. I'm pregnant. Please do something for me. I'm in very critical condition now. This was the uh, drama which happened in front of the whole audience. So then directly the Buddha said, dear sister, whether it is truth or not, only knows you and me, no one else. Whether it is truth or not, only know you and me. Then she said, yes, yes, nobody else, they don't know anything, because this happened, you and me. Then right away, that message went to the Sakra, the king of the gods, and he sent someone to get a solution for this matter. And somehow that lady was there sewing her belly, putting some cloth and things, making a fake belly to prove her pregnancy. So the Sakra, the gods of the god, the king of the god, send his messengers sent to the Jetavana monastery, and then they form of young rats who got under her cloth and bit off the strings that held the cloth around her belly. Then what happened? Thus, uh, in front of the audience, all her magic went away. People were able to see what was there. She was cheating, and then people start to blame her. Throwing things to her. So she went away, ran away from the place somehow outside. She was die because of, some, according to the story, she had a stroke and she died outside the temple. Using this opportunity, following day, there were monks gathered in Sangha hall. They started to talk about that situation. Then the Buddha used that opportunity, dear my followers, this is not her first time things. Even in previous lives also she did same similar things. She was very cruel and nasty because she has a wicked mind full of ignorance and desire is there. So she was a big liar, not in this very life, even in previous. She was a big liar. As you know, ekan dhammang ati tassa, big liars who is lying, that person can do any kind of harmful things to anyone. There is no limits, there is no any stand, there is no any boundaries. They don't care. Liars are not caring boundaries and limits. They are using each and every moment and each and every opportunity to do some harmful things, particularly to lie. To lie. They use each and every opportunity because of their wickedness, their nasty situation. Therefore, if someone lie, then don't believe that person, because any kind of nasty things can do them. That person can do any kind of harmful, nasty things, not just only for you, for all living beings. This is the nature of the person who is lying. Therefore, we have to be very careful. Dear friend, the Buddha explained in another stanza, Santutti Paramandanam Viswasa Paramanyati. These two words are very important. And Nibbanam Paramansukam, the last one. Santutti Paramandana, you can gain happiness. That is the greatest gain. And prior to that, the percentage said, Arogya Paramalabha, greatest gain is health. Health. Your health is the great gain. And greatest wealth is your happiness. And Vishwasa Paramanyati, greatest kinship is confidence. Confidence. So, who has these qualities, that person can achieve Nibbana. Nibbanam Paraman Sukam. Greatest comfort is Nibbana, attaining Nibbana. Who can attain Nibbana? Naturally, he should have these qualities, these comfort himself. What are those? Greatest wealth is happiness. Greatest gain is health and confidence. Why we are losing our confidence? Directly, not something else, directly because of lie. If you are lying, you are losing confidence. From whom? From yourself and of others, of course. You are losing your confidence. If you are lying, when people get to know you are a liar, then they don't believe you. After that, they don't have any confidence of you. Whatever the things you are telling, they are not ready to stay with your word. Why? They already have that experience. You are a liar. So when you have that situation, when the people don't believe you, how would be your nature? Is it comfortable for you? No. You don't have any comfortable situation there if someone not believe you. Why? Because they are not respecting you. They are not listening to you means they are not respecting you. Then you are losing. What you are losing? Relationship. You don't have good relationship. As a husband, you don't have good relationship with your wife. As a parents, you don't have good relationship with your children. As a brother and sister, you don't have good relations with them if you are a liar. As a friend, you don't have good relationship with them because they don't believe you. They don't stay with your words. So, dear friends, now you can see all these relationships are going to break because lie. Therefore, which is very, very dangerous. Just think about murder can be murder to someone, but your mother not ready to accept you as a murder, as well as your father, as well as your brothers and sisters. But if you are lying, your mother also does not have confidence to you. Oh, I can't believe him. Your father also does not have confidence of you. He's not ready to believe you because it is dangerous. Your words are not believable because you don't have that confidence with them. You are losing your old relationship with others because of lie, your lies. When you became a liar, then there is no any status that you can depend in on. You can stay in the in social background as a civilized person. Everybody knows you are a liar. This is not good picture. When you are living in that stage, that kind of situation, environment, that situation creating so many unwholesome, painful situation for you. You can think about yourself. So, dear friends, in here, in this stanza, directly the Buddha said, Ekan dhammang atitas musavadis jantuno. Musavadis jantuno. This is one and only method, statements, Ekan dhammang atitas, about the liar. This is one and only statements, liar saying facts. Only for liar. They don't believe they can do any kind of harmful things. Any kind of harmful things. Therefore, be careful. If you are lying, you are subject to break all the precepts. All the precepts: killing, stealing, lying, as, to use drugs and alcohol. All these things will happen there because of you are a liar. So when you have this kind of lifestyle, how would be the nature of your civil life? No one believe you, no one respecting you, no one ready to listen to you, no one is there to help you. You are a very lonely person, and also you are kind of out of the class person. There is no good conversation with others. There is no any relationship, good relationship with others. including your husband and wife relationship or family members like parents and children. Everything will destroy your line nature. Therefore, friends, we have to be very careful to protect our words. Words are very important. Think about why we are listening to the Dhamma of the Buddha. You have confidence. Buddha never taught us any harmful things. The Buddha used the words teach his Dhamma, teach his enlightenment, to share his enlightenment with others. What are those words? Are there? Even other religious people think about Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, they believe Jesus Christ, what Jesus Christ used to address the people. Words. Muhammad, what he used, words to address his followers. So now you can see how important your words. It should be truthful, it should be useful. These stages are very important for your words. Then that words will become very powerful. The Buddha's words had become very powerful. Jesus Christ's words had become powerful. And Muhammad's words had become powerful. How? Because they were telling truth. They did not misuse their words. That's why even though they are not in this world with us, but their words are here around human worlds. So therefore, friends, we have to pay full attention to develop truthfulness, which is very important, very helpful for our life, very helpful for our health, mentally and physically, as well as our confidence, as well as to be a good citizen in the society. These are very important things. These are the wishes that we have. Therefore, don't use any words to misuse, to misguide others. Use all the time truth. Benefits, it will beneficial for you and others. So let us practice, let us develop our mindfulness to be that kind of truthful person, which is the path, direct path for our own liberation, because it is part of the seal. So thank you very much your participation. I think that would be enough for today. Now we can use this opportunity to share merits with others. First of all, think about departed relatives, friends, family members, and pets who departed. Name of us. By the power of these merits and metta thoughts, may they all be well, happy, and peaceful. Having that aspiration, say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Also, think about people who are sick, who are in sick. By the power of these merits and metta thoughts, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. May they be able to get rid of their suffering and pain, having that aspiration, make blessings upon them, saying, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. May you all be well, happy, and peaceful. All your wishes come true by the power of these merits and metta thoughts. May we all be able to attain ultimate bliss of Nibbana, having that aspiration, say, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. By means of these meritorious deeds, may I never join with the foolish. May I join always with the wise until the time attain Nibbana. May the suffering be free from suffering. May the fear struck be free from fear. May the grieving be free from grief. So too may all beings be. From the highest realms of existence to the lowest, may all beings arisen in these realms, with form and without form, with perception and without perception, be released from all suffering and attain to perfect peace. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you very much for your